Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Derek Lively.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. They'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Rain Man, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Daniel Gafford. Thompson is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Exum, and it's Irving in at the 5. Now the Mavericks with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the 2 meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Thompson looking for an opening. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Shoots over Bridges, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. But how can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
And now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, and they finally have hope, and they finally have a chance to win in the East.
Absolutely. Rain Man with the bucket.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Irving passes to Thompson. Inside, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Irving against Brunson. Pass to Bridges, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the new power rankings, still only the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. Let's take a look at Dallas. They still have a firm hold on that 2nd spot. Strong place to be.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in big moments, defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the field.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. The offensive rebound. Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Davis. 6 to shoot. Runs in the pass to Moreno. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. That's 7 points for Rain Man.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Moreno. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And it goes out about